This morning's segment is called Dorraine Samuels Life Insurance Policy and Partners Past. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Welcome to SoFlo TV again, everybody. It's your host with the most here with morning thoughts. Shout out to my people going out to work, coming in from work. Shout out to my people that work two jobs, going in from one to go to another one. That life is rough. For them, I have an extra big up every single morning. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms, stay-at-home dads, my retirees. Shout out to the people who work that night shift all the way back to the next morning doing them doubles. Yeah? Big up, manners and respect to all my good, clean-hearted people, people who wish well for others as well as for themselves and are willing to strive to get it. Then I honor you. Yes? Good people. Dorraine Samuels, Life Insurance Policy and Partners Past. This picture right here is how many of us will remember her because she was that face on our news. So observe a moment of silence and then we'll talk about her a bit. Let's start out with Dorraine Samuels. Now, if you're not Jamaican, you might not know this. And even if you are, some Jamaicans probably don't know this. I don't know. They might have been living under a rock. But we lost Dorraine yesterday. And a lot of people did videos saying she has passed and in her honor. I believe my wife also did a video that she passed and talked a bit about her greatness and all that. In other words, cut a long story short, we grew up with this lady on television. And I remember my wife even saying at one time, Brain said, this lady looked like she's not aging because she's looked the same since I was a kid. Yeah? And I thought the same thing because I'm older and I'm looking at her like she looked the same since I was a child. And so in other words, she is a fixed part of our culture, of our history, of our, I don't know which way to put it. So we've lost one of the giants then in our media world, right? And a lot of people are saddened by it. You know, when someone's there for so long doing a service and then they're no longer there, they're missed. So condolences to her family. Shout outs to everybody that worked around her. Guys, keep your head up. And it is a part of life. It is a part of life. And we go. Yeah. The important thing is to make sure that when you go, that you've left your footprint in the sand. I've done videos like this before where I talk about how people come and just go. Some of us are meant to live life quietly. I don't know why. It's your one shot. Yeah, there is no return ticket. This is a one-way trip kind of thing. That's my mentality of this life. Some of us are meant to stand out and live life loudly, so others will know your name and know your voice and know your opinions, and you will leave your footprints in the sand of time, that kind of thing. Dorraine certainly did leave her footprints in the sand of time, and she will never be forgotten. Yeah, so let that be a message for all of us as well. All right, now again, my condolences to her family and manners and respect. That's all I can say about that. Now, moving forward, segueing off of Dorraine's passing, let's talk a little bit about life insurance policy. You're going to want to stick around for the partners past thing. I did a video yesterday on, is it important to know the past of your partner, the person you're with now, who you're dating, or who you're married to, or whatever you're doing there, canoodling, whatever you want to call it. Is it important to know their past? And if you missed that video, then you missed a whole lot, right? We're going to talk about that, but let's first talk about life insurance policy. Now, how should I say it? Without putting my business out there, I had another life insurance policy that was approved yesterday. Well, it was approved a few days ago. And I've done videos on the channel where I talked about this before. Like, I see people buying fancy cars, nice shoes and clothes. And yes, life is a one-way trip, right? And you want all the best things in life. But a lot of the time, these people have children. And everybody who I know that have children want the best for their children, especially if you are not around. Now, using Dorraine as example, I'm pretty sure that her family is well set. I'm hoping that your building blocks are being put in place the same way. For instance, invest in your life, yourself, a life insurance policy. So in the event that because none of us know, see, sickness is a thing that can happen to any one of us. That's why I am humble when it comes to being an individual. When I meet people out in the streets, they'll tell you, I don't know how I come across on video, but people will tell you when they meet me out in the streets, I'm as humble as ever, because I'm only a human, and anything that happens to another man can also happen to me. I put myself above no one. And when I speak like this in these videos, I want people to understand that we are all the same pretty much. Cancer and a bunch of other sicknesses can take us out of this world like that quick. And it usually happens without us expecting it, right? So in preparation, we're talking about building generational wealth. A lot of people, especially Caucasians, they come into riches. So you see someone with money or being able, a nice house or a house that they own, or they're able to do things. And it wasn't off of them and their doing. Grandmother passed away and left something. And then their parents passed away and left more things, right? And now they've inherited all that, and it has placed them in a position to be able to not worry about the things that our children are going to have to worry about because their finances aren't really there. I mean, honestly, look how many of our children, including us, ourselves, have had to live life with a sense of, I want to do this, but I don't have the money to do it. I would like to start a business, whether it's a beauty shop, barbershop, beauty salon, unisex salon. My passion is cooking. I want a restaurant. I can't do that either. Like, there's nothing you can do because you're strapped for cash. So you have to go dig and plunder and do all that extra stuff just to get some cash in to start life. How about helping your children out, giving them a good start in life? Yeah? By leaving something behind, paying it forward then. That's the importance of life insurance, because one thing is for sure, is that all of us here will one day no longer be here. Yes, we have a date with death. And in the event that it comes too soon, you want to make sure that your people, whoever your love of your life is okay, right? For me, it's my children, okay? So with that, I am encouraging others to get your life insurance policies in place. Purchase some life insurance, okay? People are going party every weekend and they're spending a whole lot of money at these parties. A life insurance policy for about $50,000, $100,000, $200,000. That costs way less than your partying every weekend. Believe me. Go look it up and purchase you some. Now, on from that now, segueing into partner's past. So I did a video yesterday where I asked, is it important to know your partner's past? And the story that I told was about a female that I was with from way back when, and she ended up telling some things about her past that just was too much for me to bear, so I bolted, right? And I literally bolted, like bolt. Run, gone, cut. So, but in the comment section of that video though, it was very interesting to see that people were either making excuses for why she might have done what she did, or saying stuff like they don't want to know their partner's past, or I was wrong for leaving because I was the one that asked for the information and then I got it. So if I can't handle the truth, I should have never asked for it. That kind of thing. See, I'm not one of those kind of people that think if you can't handle the truth, I won't tell it to you. I'm not that kind of a person. I believe that the truth must be told at all times. It's called some integrity. Yeah? So, I tell you the truth, it hurt your feelings, but guess what? It was the truth. You want the truth? You're going to get the truth. What you do after you get the truth, then that's up to you. But you can't say that I lied. You know what I mean? I believe that in a relationship, you owe it to someone to tell them the truth about you, your past. People say, so Flo, nobody ever tells everything about their past. That's probably true. That's probably true. But I will say this. If something in your past is so shameful that you have to hide it from whoever you are with, and then you are in fear that telling that part of your past would cause the person you are with to leave you, then you will never ever be comfortable in that relationship. That's like having to look behind your back every time, having to be paranoid. But what if they find out? You have to take steps to cover up, because the world is not as big as we really think it is. And once you start moving around, you start running into people. And once you start looking places, you start running into things. And eventually, that's why they have that saying, whatever is done in the dark shall always come to light, right? It's true. Whether it's today or 10 years from now, and the worst part is, you're in a relationship and 10 years later, you've invested so much, but there's this one thing that would cause this person to walk away, and 10 years later they actually do walk away after finding out. It's better to speak up from the beginning and, hey, that's me, part of my past, not me anymore, I did it, and give them the right to say, okay, damn, that's disturbing, but I think I could work past that, because my past ain't so clean either. Here's what I did. You know, like the honesty from the get-go. But when you hide stuff, it leads people to believe that, well, damn, if you're hiding that, imagine what else you might be hiding. Then they start looking at you with the side eye. You're not someone I can trust. You hid that? You did that and hid that? I don't know. Now, one lady in particular said she does not think. Quite a few people said they don't think. Let me read some of the comments to you in case you had not seen this video. Quite a few people said they don't care about the past of their partner. They don't want to know, and they would not. Only people I think don't want to know the past of a partner are people who don't want to divulge their own past because it's so dirty and so shameful. That kind of stuff. So, one person says, yes, I would want to know everything because I don't want to regret getting too close and then falling in love with the wrong man. I don't drink, so I can't play truth or dare. My husband always tell me to get a job with the feds. I guess because she digs and searches so much, right? So, all right. Let me see. Someone said, so Flo, I really do not think that it's necessary to know your spouse's past. As long as you both do all the STD tests, I guess, come back test-free, STD or clean, then move along. So Flo, if you cannot handle the truth, you should not have played the game. You are so wrong to break up with her in that manner, but everything happens for a reason because you went on to find your soulmate. Well, without sounding callous, I don't really believe in soulmate because people cut left you in life, but I do believe that you can make a relationship work if you want the relationship to work. You know what I mean? When two people get together and decide that regardless of whatever comes in life, I'm not going anywhere, I'm going to be here with you, then that's when your relationship starts to become beautiful. When both people share that same mindset. But this whole love at first sight and my soulmate, and you're setting yourself up for heartbreak because you cannot control what another person thinks. And people, humans, are fickle. They'll love you this year and then next year, you know, I've outgrown you. I'm moving on kind of thing. I'm bored. We don't click anymore. Like whatever excuses they're going to give to you. So you prepare yourself for those things in life. But Yeah, if you're talking about my wife as my soulmate, then I feel that way now, yes. But the way I cut, for those of you watching this video, the way I cut and leave this person, you would have to go watch the other video to find out. And I'm going to attach it to the end of this video. Hear this though. So, true story. Here's a female, right, that this was a friend that was seeing a guy. And she was seeing a guy for the longest. And she kept telling me about how she is being wined and dined. And she used to send pictures of these places they would stay. And we're flying out to California this weekend. And we're going to, where's the place out there that people go to go gamble, and the casinos and all this other stuff. And now next week we're going on a cruise to the Bahamas and this and that. And I'm like, wow, you're being really swept away kind of thing, right? This is the life that she likes and she found it and all this stuff. Well, long story short, right, she was not interested in this guy's past. And here's the importance of being interested in this guy's past. As the relationship developed, right, months down the road while she was madly in love, this is a true story, months down the road while she was madly in love, she had fallen in love now, swept her off her feet, you know, did stuff no other guy ever done. She had fallen in love. Months down the road, started seeing things like he would not show up when he was supposed to. He would move in secretive ways. Eventually, she found out that that guy had been with men. Like, he was full-blown, having full-blown relationship with men out in open in public before, right? And he went from that to her. He broke up with a guy, actually, to start a relationship with her. Now, she also found out that she was a rebound off of a homosexual relationship. So here you are sleeping with a fully homosexual, and the girl, she was sick, literally physically sick, throw up thinking nasty kind of thoughts, sick, go to the doctor, check herself multiple times, paranoid, sick, okay? And that relationship ended with him and a man, and he went to her, and guess what? The man wasn't fully out the picture. The man came back and wanted his man back. Man back. Whoa. No pun intended. The man came back and wanted his man back. Right? And this is where the stuff started. And apparently he had feelings for the man who he left to be with her. So he went back to his man, and everything came out. The man was the one that actually told her, and not only told her, but showed receipts, meaning sent pictures, and you can imagine what those pictures were. And even while it was going on, she just couldn't believe it until the pictures came. Raw, explicit pictures. You understand? So, is it important to know your partner's past? Yes, it is. For me, it is. Because stuff like those. Now, I'm going to close the video out by saying people hide who they really are all the time, or hide their past experiences all the time. One of my subscribers said it best. Your past is what led you to where you're at now. And that same past, coupled with what happens now, will lead you to what shall be in the future. So yes, it's very important to know that past. I'm just going to leave it right there. Leave your comment in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about this one. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. It's hump day, baby. You're almost there, okay? Get over that hump. It's Wednesday. Think about it. The weekend's almost here. Living for the weekend. Out being productive and progressive.